morning, everyone. Good morning. We are from, the group name is Nameless, and our project name is QueueX. This is the coatings. She is Napendai, and Asia Mustafa, and she is John, and we have our programmer Mohammed. Also, we have our CEO. So I would like to welcome you to listen to our presentation by welcoming my fellow students.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, we are here presenting to you the QueueX. Mr. Ramadan Nubi is a 50-year-old man who woke up really early on Monday morning to catch the bus that was going to take him from Bunju to Muhimbili. He was sick and he wanted to acquire medical services. But Mr. Mohammed was really disappointed because he had an appointment scheduled to begin at 9 a.m., but he was served at noon. He was really disappointed, just as the many people he found waiting online. A queue is a line of things or people who are waiting for their turn to be served or acquire a particular service. And as we all know, queues are really unavoidable, especially in a country like Tanzania, because one can hardly acquire any public service quickly and comfortably. Starting from transport services, medical services, bank services, we face queues almost in every area where we want to acquire public services. And this is a really big problem in our country. And queues have really many side effects. They do bring a lot of problems, and we try to highlight a few of them, like time wastage. For instance, if one person wants to acquire medical services, from the point where you're reporting at the hospital to the time when you're actually done with the whole procedures, averagely you may use up to 2, 3, and more hours. You can hardly do the process quickly, and this is very bad because the time which you spend while acquiring that service could have been invested in other areas, and it could have resulted to other good profits. And another effect is life risking. For instance, there is an emergency somewhere, and you have called the emergency services. And before the emergency service actually comes to you, and there is a heavy traffic, there is a queue there. So you might have already made a call, but the service cannot get to you timely. So it's life risking. And for instance, you want to acquire a medical service and you find the emergency department is loaded with people. You cannot acquire that service quickly, so it's really life risking. And in light of this problem, we tried to look at what could have been the real possible causes for queues, especially in Tanzania. And we discovered that we just tried to highlight a few of these causes. And number one is the scarcity of service providing stations. As we all know in our country, in most societies, there are really like few hospitals, few banks. So queues can really be unavoidable because people don't have other options to go to. And lack of enough staff. In these stations that are available, there are really maybe few doctors, there are few accountants to serve you. So you can hardly avoid queues in a country like this. And other cause is a series of long procedures before acquiring a particular service. For instance, I want to go to the hospital. Before I actually meet the doctor, I have a series of long procedures to go through before I actually meet the doctor. So this is also another cause of queues. So this group Nameless tried to look for what could really be done in the current situation. We do have few hospitals, yes. We do have few staff, yes. But what can we do to reduce this problem? So I want to welcome another member to bring to you the suggested solution.
Good morning, everyone. After we tried to do some research and actually know what the problem is, we decided to develop an application, a mobile application, which will enable a patient to do all the procedures that requires to be done when they want to go to the hospital. It will enable patients to choose what hospital they want to go to on their current position, which will also enable them to see the list of doctors available and the people who are waiting on the service to see the queue list. Also, this application will be integrated with the online payment system, which will enable them to pay all the procedures, so we can reduce the queue after and before getting the service. So I would like my fellow colleague to explain to you about that for the time of the center.
I continue with the rough sketch of our proposed solution as we see there. And here are the real sample of the prototype where the application will start, and then you choose either bank or hospital. For our side, we deal with the hospital. Then we select the hospital. Then if it's private or public, as we assume we select the private. Then here are the list of hospital. So I choose to Aga Khan. Then I see the department over there in that hospital. I choose the dental. Then I get to see the number of doctors available in that hospital. There are 3 doctors. And the numbers of registered patients at that time, as we see, 28. So I take a number. When I take a number, we assume like everyone is already registered. So it's already have a patient IDs. So you enter the patient ID, then you log in, and then here you get your number, successful, and here is your number, is 29. As we see here, the number of patients was 28. So here is the 29, as we see the grammatical. And also we have something like a diagrammatical flow of the information where we see the patient side and the hospital side, as shown in the prototype. I would like to welcome my fellow to continue.
CEO.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I'd like to explain about the demo of the system which we just created as initial stages. So the QueueX, as in the name suggesting, as my fellows elaborate about it. So that is how the system will gonna be. The first is a logo, and that is you choose the service which you want, and then there's a private or public. Maybe choose the hospital, so you can choose which is private or public. My fellow has already explained about it. So I will explain about the payment. We will also integrate the payment system into our system, so that someone, when they want to get a service, is going to pay to the hospitals, and that want to link to them, so the services provided to him, and the other things are going on. So in the implementation, I'm going.
Yes, good morning. On the implementation of the project, the major stakeholders will be the people receiving the hospital services, the patients, and the major resources which are needed would be the brand name, the data and insights from the people who are receiving the services, the platform technology, which in this case would be Android, the skilled employees, which you have identity, and also for the cost. The setup cost would be roughly estimated $1,500, whereas half of it would be used for advertisement and the other 20% for development, while the rest is for miscellaneous. And on the security measures, how we are going to protect the data privacy of the people, the medical records. It's going to be through audit trials whereby the user or the person with the medical records can know who accessed the data and at what time. Also, there will be a contract between us and our partners, which are the hospitals and other payment integrated services like telecommunication companies, Airtel, Zantel. And also, we'll make sure they have secure logins and passwords. So, for the next steps for our skills for our project to go further, we need more skill sets, more funding, and more data and insights. The rules and regulations governing us are the Cybercrimes Act of 2015 and the Electronic and Postal Communication Act. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you look at another one?
2 minutes for the